It's a practical print that's also print in place. Ooh. Hey, before we get on to that practical print, I just want to remind you, thanks to THANGS and Chaos Cortec, we've got a remix design challenge going, and you can remix 1, 2, 3, or all 4 of these wonderful Mother's Day models and submit them to thangs.com, use the hashtag CCT Mother's Day Remix, and have a chance at $600 in prizes. That's pretty cool. Now, on to the practical print. Welcome back. This is the rolling top storage box by Glezz on PrusaPrinters.org. I saw this and I thought it was really cool. I brought the Prusa MINI home because I just wanted some time alone with it, just to enjoy my hobby. And I saw this model. It was for the Mark III sized build plate, but back in August, Glezz uploaded a Prusa MINI sized version, something that was 20% smaller, and he said it should work on the Prusa MINI. Should work, and there shouldn't be any problems. First up, this is cool because it requires no additional fasteners that aren't 3D printed. Everything can be 3D printed. And one of the standout features of this is this platform right here. This is like the part of the bread box that this is the part that moves. And it's print in place. So it just prints flat, and you get this when you pull it off the build plate. In fact, that noise, listen to it. What makes this part really special on the Prusa MINI is its size, because it takes up nearly the full build plate. There are more parts to this, and I'd like to show you as well. Look at that. That is a drawer. This is the thing that slides in and out and connects up with this. This is a handle, so you can pull the drawer in and out. This is a shelf. There we go. I'm just gonna stick that right back there. This is a structural part that holds the two sides together. Again, remember, we're not using any external fasteners. Everything here is 3D printed. This is gonna be one of the sides right here. You can see it's got grooves for the shelf and for the rolling top, and this is a little nugget right here that kind of holds that shelf that slides in and out. Here's the other side. Looks very similar. And then, look at this. These tiny, these are fasteners. The part of these that is the part that has to flex is almost just a single perimeter tall. So getting them off the build plate, I already sort of broke them, sort of. What they're gonna do is go into this part and then this part. It just kind of holds it all together. We've got our models and it's time to put it together. Wait a minute, crap, there was a failure. So you can see right here, this is a part that has to slide over this on the drawer. And over here's the other side. The problem is I had a slight lift on the build plate, and that's unfortunate because it means that the part that slides in, it's not gonna fit. So what I did is I slathered some Vision Miner nanopolymer adhesive on the PEI sheet, and I printed it again. So right there, that's the good one. And right there, that's the bad one we can't use. The good handle assumes its position. And now it's time to assemble. I do have a box of sandpaper. If anything's a little too tight, we will just convince it a little bit. There are directions on the PrusaPrinters.org website that show you the assembly instructions and the correct way to do it, but visually, I think I get it, and we're just gonna go full send. So this is gonna go kind of like this. Got some 220 grit right here. Just gonna... Here's the thing, anytime you have a practical print and it's something where prints have to interface with other prints, just because the variance of FDM 3D printing, it's not like you're in CNC machine tolerances, you're melting plastic. And so there's always going to be tiny little bits that need to be adjusted or sanded or possibly even glued. And so I'm going for no glue. That's the point, no glue here. This has to fit in. Okay, I'm gonna need to convince this, just a moment. I know sanding's gonna be boring, so Sean will probably supercut this with some epic music and some rock guitars, screaming cats, flames, monster trucks, bowling a 300 perfect game, and 2 whales high-fiving in the sea. Now we'll attach this part. The part in the back should pop in. It made what sounded like a breaking noise but it's not moving. So I'm just going to assume we are okay. This slides into place, and it's not going to easily slide. And so what I need to do is sand this down a little bit. Rock guitars and baby cats and whales giving high fives. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it fits just a smidge better. Oh, it does fit a little bit better. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you know what? It's upside down. Full send, full send. There we go. Oh, look at that. It lines up right there. You can see it's even right across there, and it's even right across there. And in the back, right here, there was a little notch, and it goes right into that spot right there. We got ourselves a drawer. So next, I need to put these into these. Remember the parts I told you I pre-broke? Come on. And there we go. So it looks like maybe, possibly, 3D printing isn't all it's cracked up to be when it comes to fasteners. I understand that these would probably work if they were a little bit thicker. So in the model that's on the Prusa Mark III, I don't know if those are the same size, but now here's what we gotta do. We gotta figure out a way to make that work. There are ways where we could probably print something maybe in a nylon or a different material, something that has a little bit more give to it. That could work. Or because the surface here is flat, that meets up with this surface right here, we should be good to go. We could put some 3D glue down and it'll hold and it'll cure real quick and we should be good to go because this is PLA. And that seems to be cured into place, at least enough for us to add it to this wonderful model. So, here we go. There are grooves for things to fit. The last glorious piece, this is it. I'm trying. Why doesn't it just want to go home?
Why didn't you just go home?
There we go. I just needed some help, some convincing. It is the rolling top storage box. 20% smaller than normal because it's printed on the Prusa Mini. And success! Yeah! Oh, we did it! I always worry because we're playing with plastic, right? Plastic can be delicate, as we've demonstrated. That's cool. That's freaking cool. Look at that. Well, with that, we've made ourselves a functional print, and it seems to work. In fact, let's put some stuff in it, shall we? There we go. And see, look at this. Oops. There we go. Perfect. Well, we made ourselves a practical print. We used 3D printing almost 100% of the way. We did have a few failures right there, but thanks to some 3D glue, we were able to still put it together, and we didn't have to wait long for the things to adhere to one another. We had to use a little bit of extra force to put it together, but it didn't break, and I think we were gentle enough with it, well, at least with these parts over here, to get it together to work. We did have to sand some things, and that's just part of the process. You could print all of these things with different color filaments. You could paint them yourselves. You could, if you wanted to, print this part and then make these other parts out of wood. You can CNC them, or maybe use a laser cutter like the Glowforge. But in the end, you're left with this cool little drawer that holds things and provides a function. And it's just joyous to see. I had a lot of fun putting it together, and I had a lot of fun showing you the way. The link is in the description. I would love to see you print this, and tag me if you do. I'm at Joel Telling on the Twitters. In fact, this is the 20% smaller version. There is a version that is normal size for Mark III size print beds, and if you print that one, tag me as well. Well, if you made it this far, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more and fight for a cause you believe in. And as always, high five.